I spent 100 days in all the Mod 6, and here's what happened. Day 1 through 3, I was actually a dingus and lost my footage. But what I've missed on showing you here is that I dug out and explored a cave and found a waystone. I got food and made a grindstone, and I began carving out some stairs on day 3. Day 4, I started searching for redstone. I found some, thank goodness, and that ate up most of the day actually. On day 5, we started working with mechanism. We got our metallurgic infuser, pulverizer, and heat generator all put together. On day 6, I started that inferium grind. On day 7, I started using lava to power my heat generators and getting steel. On day 8, I made a nether portal, some steel armor, and then decided to test my steel armor on night 8. It didn't go so well. On day 9, I got my gear back and decided to go and check out the nether. On day 10, I explored a nearby island/desert. On day 11, I explored the nether a bit further. On day 12, I found a village. On day 13, I moved all my stuff into the village. On day 14, I got mechanism set up near the village, and I made this millstone so that I could get slime from wheat dust and start making a refined storage system. On day 15, I started building up my refined storage system. And on day 16, I moved a waypoint to the village so that I could travel between that and the cave base. I spent all of day 17 exploring an abandoned mine shaft. I spent all of day 18 and 19 trying to figure out Ars Nova and mana weaving, and I spent day 20 not succeeding with mana weaving and gave up. Day 21 I started expanding my mechanism system. Day 22 I went back to the abandoned mine shaft and found diamond. Day 23 I put together this beautiful water wheel. Day 24 I moved the water wheel and built a windmill. Day 25 I started building the basic components for industrial foregoing and power. Day 26 I went caving and found this crazy stronghold-like structure. Day 27 I was still underground and found this massive lava pool cave thing. Day 28 I built the fluid extractor and stopped to admire an eclipse. Day 29, I upgraded to my first basic solar panel, and I spent day 30 building a latex processing unit and waiting for dry rubber to happen. Day 31, I built the plant gatherer and waited for rubber to happen. Day 32, I went exploring the ocean and found this structure. Day 33, I built the dissolution chamber and waited for rubber to happen. Day 34, I waited for rubber to happen and enjoyed a beautiful sunset. Day 35, I went exploring in the desert and found a ruined nether portal and a desert temple, which I then looted. I spent day 36 making a channel for easier boat travel and waiting for rubber to happen. On day 37, I finally had the materials to make a speed upgrade for my fluid extractor. I spent day 38 mass-producing wood and waiting for rubber to happen. Day 39, I went exploring and found another desert temple and blew up all the loot. Shame, shame. Day 40, I found an island. It was covered with poppies and 2 new types of wood, and I went cliff diving. Day 41, I set up a mystical agriculture altar and used it to make an obsidian seed. Day 42, I went exploring but didn't find much outside of this ocean monument that I don't have the resources to explore. Day 43, we found this adorable raccoon who happily ate a squash, and this bamboo forest, and the warmest and coziest of hobbit holes. Day 44, we explored some more and we found this water temple type structure. We looted it for all that it was worth, and we also took note of the location of an aspen forest. Throughout night 44 and most of day 45, we worked on finding our way home. Day 46, I spent preparing for a mana pool setup using Botania. And day 47, we started looking for some more things in the nether, which we explored through the end of day 47 and on into day 48, where we found some pretty epic things. Look at these chains and obsidian pillars. It's actually a very interesting place. Towards the end of day 48, we found and started building a stair up to a nether fortress. We spent day 49 exploring the nether fortress. This isn't the best or the worst nether fortress I've ever seen. We found a lot of chests here, which I happily looted. Day 50, we made our way home. We were quite a ways from our portal, so that took quite a bit of doing. And we stashed all of our loot and did some farming. Day 51, we started assembling our mana pool setup. Day 52, we started our melter and solidifier setup and learned an awful lot about cyclic cables. Day 53, we finally were able to put together our torch charm. Day 54, we got our mob farm all set up with a mob slaughterer, tanks, and a power supply. Day 55 I spent setting up a hopper and chest to catch the items from our mob farm and rearranging the water candles inside of it. And as sad as it may be, I spent days 56 through 60 lighting up the entirety of the caves and caverns and everything else that I could find underneath the area where our mob farm was built, including this massive space, which all on its own probably took at least a day and a half to light up. Day 61 I went caving and found another one of these bizarro stronghold-esque structures. Day 62 I made a meat feeder which started directly injecting meat into my head. Day 63 I found a bastion, explored it, and promptly died. Day 64 I returned to the bastion to get my stuff and promptly died. Day 65, I returned to the bastion, got my stuff, ran away, and enjoyed an eclipse. Day 66, I built a multi-servo press and a mixer to attach to the water wheel. Day 67, I moved my mixer to the windmill so it would actually work and crafted my first Fluix crystal. Day 68, I spent the whole day putting together diamond and iron seeds. I spent days 69 through 75 farming Certus quartz, diamond, and iron from the Mystical Agriculture mod. And I spent days 76 through 80 farming the remainder of the items that I needed to build this glorious ME storage system. Day 81 I made some mana steel so that I could make this awesome magnet ring that draws items into me as I go along. Day 82 through 84 I spent building this beautiful house, and day 85 I finished up the staircase and lighting for the staircase, and took a moment to admire what I had built. Day 86 I almost burnt down the house and had to reconstruct quite a bit of it, and then went to refill the meat feeder so that it could continue injecting meat straight into my head. Day 87 I started suffering from the delusion that I could use bone meal to mass produce mystical flowers. Day 88, I went to other biomes so that I could test this theory. Day 89, I traveled even further so that I could continue testing this theory. Day 90, I found mystical flowers spawning in the wild and continued testing the theory that I could actually use bone meal to mass produce them, but ultimately realized that my plan was flawed and started to head back to base. Day 91, I arrived home, threw a fit, and sulked the rest of the day. Days 92 and 93 were spent using the painstakingly slow process of the drying basin to convert rotten flesh into leather, so that on day 94 we could build all these bookshelves and put together an enchantment setup, only to realize that we had somehow or another managed to lose all of our armor. I therefore spent the rest of day 95 crafting armor and putting some good solid enchantments on it. Day 96 we spent exploring the Nether Fortress with all of our new enchanted gear, and then I finally found a blaze spawner and spent the rest of day 96 farming blazes. On day 97 I went home and waited for it to be time to go to bed. I spent days 98 and 99 on a super secret off-camera mission, so that on day 100 we could have a feast. With our celebration complete, eating the pizza, bacon cheeseburger, and chocolate cake, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please like it and share it with a friend. If this video gets 500 views and 100 likes, you'll get to see day 100 through 200. But for now, take care and bye-bye.